The new hit show Extracted premiered on Monday night right here on Fox, and we will be doing a weekly recap of this exciting new survivalist show.
Yes. So yeah, let's set up the premise too, because you're thinking, how is this going to be different? Well, it's different because instead of the people in the Canadian wilderness duking it out like other shows, it's really the families back at the headquarters that are going to have the drama. So yeah, here we're going to take a look at the teams right here. Now again, on the premiere, you meet the teams, but it's hard to even focus on who is who. There's so many people at this moment.
Yeah.
They did kind of focus on a few because if there's drama, they're going to focus on this.
Right.
So if you're looking at the teams, the person in the center is the one who will be in the wilderness on their own. All the people in the wilderness do not have communication. They have a microphone, they have a camera, so everybody at headquarters can see and hear them.
Right.
But they're on their own in the wilderness. So then the drama is with the families who have to then compete for supplies,
food,
advantages.
Yeah, advantages, yeah.
It's very tricky because the families, I can tell there's going to be some fighting.
I love that. Bring on the drama.
Going to be some fighting. So if you're looking at this, the number one question I had to Maddie was, how do you pick which person is going to be in the wilderness?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Versus who's going to stay at headquarters. Because some of these, I'm trying to find the team that I was like, why did they send her when they should?
With Scott and
Yes.
Austin.
Okay, so Ashley up here, Scott and Austin are back at headquarters, and they sent Ashley to the wilderness on her own.
And here's the thing, those two guys are not survivalists per se, but they're like wilderness people.
Yeah.
They like being out.
I was going to say they look like it, not to stereotype.
Right. So maybe it's more of a, she wants to prove to them. I think she also did say that, Jeremy, like, I just want to prove to them that I can do this. Yeah. So
And I mean, I get that.
Yeah.
Guys, easier said than done.
Right.
Yeah.
Looking at this, I was like, there's no way.
You know.
I was
No way
going to
to do
ask that.
this.
Would you want to be out in the wilderness, or would you want to be in kind of
Headquarters.
Keep me headquarters.
Headquarters.
Yeah.
And they have their little pods, too, that they stay in.
The thing, now, I have to say, I'm starting behind because I thought it was a show about dentists when I heard Extracted. But when I'm looking at these teams, thinking of her being out there, who would you like observing and saying, I know when to pull this person out?
That's fair.
Than two people who know what it's all about.
Tom, I get that. However, them being in headquarters doesn't help you when there's a bear in their tent. And by the way, there have been 2 bears so far.
Yep.
And it scared me to death.
So are there 2 less people here
that could be happening? So let's get to some clips, because the first thing they had to do was the families had to go to the supply closet and fill a box with supplies in a limited amount of time, and the box had to close.
Yep.
And there was already drama because they call you in. I don't know what order they picked, but once the supplies are gone, they're gone.
They're
so
gone.
some people got stuff, some people didn't. Take a look at Ryan H's family, heartbroken over this.
So what did we get him?
That's what I'm saying, a water and a sleeping bag.
That's it.
Because when I pulled the pot out, all the stuff was in the pot. We got him everything he needs, lights and knives and toiletry and
Matches.
matches, and we lost everything after we had to pull the pot out.
I am so worried about his ability to survive without the supplies that we wanted to get to Ryan. So he got nothing.
Sorry, son.
My heart broke a little
Their
bit for
accents,
him.
by the way. We couldn't get it for Ryan. I love their accents.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I mean, you are the parent. Your entire being, once you have a kid, is to protect that kid, and they couldn't because they took it out. It wouldn't close, and stakes are high.
Yes.
Stakes are very high.
So then on the flip side, they call these people in, you fill them up, and it's in, I don't know what order they picked. The drama with the families now is maybe some people grabbed, let's say, for example, knives. There's a limited amount of knives. Well, if you give your person 3 knives, that means 3 other people don't get knives for the wilderness. So it's that whole selfish mentality, if you will, and being the villain. And Jacobin, is that
Jacobin.
Jacobin. Take a look at Jacobin's people in headquarters and what they gave him.
Been needing this.
Got another knife. He got 2 knives. Did he? Yeah, he got 2 knives.
This is gonna help. This is gonna help.
I'm just making note of like who was conservative and who wasn't. Yeah.
Our strategy right now, man, is all about Jacobin. Like, we not trying to be the villain, but we doing what we gotta do.
And to his point, he is doing what he has to do to keep his family member alive. So
I was gonna say, honestly, respect. Like, at the end of the day, it's every man for himself or every family for themselves. So I agree with it, honestly.
yeah.
That's where the drama's coming in. Also, another clip we didn't pull, there's like, there was only a limited amount of like cans of beans.
Yep.
And one of the families gets up there and they were like, there was one can left, so we gave it to, they didn't take 2 cans, but 1 can left, we gave it to our person because they need food.
Yeah.
Then everybody else after that got no food.
Yeah. Exactly. So
Stressful.
Was rope in there?
Yes, rope, fishing line, a ton of different things for, like if you're a good camper, those were the supplies you'd want. Even fire starters,
Yeah.
different things.
Yeah. I know in talking to some survivalists, they said rope. You
Yeah.
need to get
That's
rope.
important. I could
You
see
can
that.
do a lot of things with rope. If you don't have rope, you could be stranded.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that I took away too was this next clip we show you. We may not get to all the clips, but Anthony, we got to wall it because he has such an attitude.
and it's sickening.
It's sickening.
So, when the fire goes out, I'm making the call.
He's trying to quit
He's trying to get a hold of us.
with all that stuff.
You know, got him a sleeping bag, something to eat, water. Tonight will be easier than last night.
Yeah.
Hit the button. Hit the button. Now. Command.
Well, I'm offline. I'm unavailable. So. I am not going to bail him out when he has everything he needs plus more.
The sun's about to go down. Come pick me up now. This is not a request.
What'd he say?
Oh no, man, it's just him being an 18-year-old kid who's unhappy.
I just don't want to do it anymore, and I won't do it anymore. So hit the button, please, parents.
He also called his parents idiots in a clip. In a clip I did not pull, he was mad they gave him fishing line, and it was tangled up. He's like, "Why would you give me this fishing line tangled? You idiots!"
He's horrible.
He's horrible.
Like just very entitled. Just
What kind of chances do you give him?
well, he's already trying to tap out.
But they're the ones
Watch him
that have
win
to
the
do
whole
it,
thing.
right?
They have to be there doing it, but he's 18. He wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I don't see him going much further.
So
Say that.
we don't have time for the 4th clip, but I will say it's between, I believe, Woody and Anthony because Woody couldn't get the fire started. So he decides to go down to the lake and drink lake water. And at the end of the episode, you see him getting very, very sick. At the end of the first episode.
You gotta boil lake water. You
Yeah, he couldn't
take
get
it
he couldn't get the fire started to
in.
boil it.
Yeah. So
So somebody may get extracted for the first time next week.
yeah, I'm excited to see. It just started this past week, so we'll be
Yeah.
recapping it every week, like I said.
You have
so.
time to catch up. I'm curious to see if, of those two, if one of them will be the first
Yeah.
out.
First out.